गानकरमी चन्न भजना नंद ईश्वर की स्तुति गानकरमी चन्न भजना नंद ईश्वर की स्तुति ज्ञान सुनते हैं श्रोता कान कर धन्यवाद आज हम सब गीत गाओ उस प्रभु के धन्यवाद आज हम सब गीत गाओ आज हम सब गीत गाओ आज हम सब गीत गाओ। Thank you very much, Arya, for that wonderful version. Namaste once again. Now, we'll begin with Sangya this morning. अथ संध्योपासना वृद्धिः ॐ अमृतोपस्तरमसि स्वाहा ॐ अमृताभिधानमसि स्वाहा ॐ सत्यं यशः श्रीमयि श्रीहर्षयतां स्वाहा ॐ शन्नो देवीरधिष्ठय आपो भवन्तु पीतये शन्योरभिस्रवन्तु नः देवी स्वरूप ईश्वर पूरन अभीष्ट कीजे यह नीर हो सुधा में कल्याण दान दीजे मितरिद्धि सिद्धि बरसे हित हो सदा हमारा बहती रहे हृदय में सधर्म प्रेम धारा सधर्म प्रेम धारा। O all-pervading Mother, sweet and divine, be pleased to bless the cravings of my soul, to reach thy bosom in this world of mine. Be filled with peace and bliss from pole to pole. Adhanga sparsha mantra. Om Vak Vak. Om Prana Prana. Om Chakshush Chakshuh. Om Shrotram Shrotram. Om Nadhi. Om Hridayam. Om Kantha. Om Shirava. Om Bahubhyam Yashobalam. पृष्ठे। मार्जन मंत्र। ओम भूः पुनातु शिरसि, ओम भुवः पुनातु नेत्रयोः, ओम स्वः पुनातु कंठे, ओम महः पुनातु हृदये, ओम जनः पुनातु नाभ्याम्, ओम तपः पुनातु पादयोः, ओम सत्यं पुनातु पुनः शिरसि, ओम खं ब्रह्म पुनातु सर्वत्र। Pranayama mantra. Sing this mantra in one breath 3 times. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Om Bhuh, Om Bhuvah, Om Swaha, Om Maha, Om Jana, Om Tapah, Om Satyam. Om Ritam Cha Satyam Cha Bhitha Tapasodya Jayata, Tadoratraya Jayata, Tatah Samudro Arnavah. Om Samudradarnavagati Samvatsaro Acchayata, Ahoratrani Vidadat Vishwasya Nishato Vashi. Om Surya Chandramasa Dhata Yatha Purvamakalpayat Divam Cha Prithivim Chantarikshamato Swaha. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhisravantu Naha. Manasa Parikrama mantra. Om Prachi Digagirajipati Asito Rakshitaditya Ishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitibhyo Namo Ishibhyo Namo Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dushmastambo Jambhe Dharmaha. Om Dakshinadikindro Dhipatisthirashchirachi Rakshita Pitara Ishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitibhyo Namo Ishibhyo Namo Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dushmastambo Jambhe Dharmaha. Om Pratichi Digvarno Dhipatihi Pridatu Rakshitanamishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitibhyo Namo Ishibhyo Namo Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dushmastambo Jambhe Dharmaha. Om Udichi Diksomo Dipatihi Swajo Rakshita Shanirishava Tebhyo Namo Dhipatibhyo Namo Rakshitibhyo Namo Ishibhyo Namo Ebhyo Astu Yosman Dveshtiyam Vayam Dushmastambo Jambhe Dharmaha. Om Dhruvadik Vishnuradipati Kalvashagrivo Rakshita विरुधयिष्यवः तेभ्यो नमो धिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितभ्यो नमः ईशभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दद्मः ॐ ऊर्ध्वादिक् बृहस्पति रधिपतिः श्वित्रो रक्षिता वर्षमिषवः तेभ्यो नमोऽधिपतिभ्यो नमो रक्षितृभ्यो नमः इष्भ्यो नमः एभ्यो अस्तु योऽस्मान् द्वेष्टियं वयं द्विष्मस्तं वो जम्भे दद्मः. Upasthan mantra. At this time, imagining that you're very close with God. Om udvayantamasaspari swaha pashyanta uttaram devan devatra suryamaganma jyotiruttamam. Om udutyam jata vedasam devam vahanti ketavaha drishe vishwaya suryam. Om chitram devanamudaganikam chakshur mitrasya varunasya agnehi apradyava prithvi antariksham surya atma jagatastastushascha swaha. Om tat chakshurdevahitam purastach chukramucharat pashyema sharadah shatam jivema sharadah shatam shrinuyama sharadah shatam prabhavama sharadah shatamadinah syama sharadah shatam bhuyascha sharadah shatat. Om Shanno Devirabhishtaya Apo Bhavantu Pitaye Shanyorabhisravantu Naha. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Om Bhurбhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodayat. Samarpana Vakyam. He Ishwar Daya Nidhe Bhavat Kripaya Nena Japopasanadi Karmana Dharmartha Kama Mokshana Sadyah Siddhir Bhave Naha. Tata Ishwara Namaskuryat. Om Namah Shambhavaya Cha Mayo Bhavaya Cha Namah Shankaraya Cha Mayaskaraya Cha Namah Shivaya Cha Shivataraya Cha. He Mangalesha Shankar Mangal Karo Hamara पावन प्रकाश पाए, परमार्थ पुण्य द्वारा, परिज्ञान पय पिला दो, अवदर अगाध धानी, तेरी शरण में आया है भक्त यह भवानी, है भक्त यह भवानी. And now I bow to thee, O God of calm, O God of peace, and Lord of bliss divine. Thy grace supplies the burning hearts a balm. Thy blessings in my right desires shine. Om Shanti 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 Iti Sandhyopasana Vidhi Samaptaha. I see we already have the Yajman on stage. So if anyone else would like to join them, you're invited to do so now.
उपत्वाग्ने दिवे दिवे
We will now begin the Havan. Atha Achmanam. Yajman taking water in their right palm. Om Amrito Pastaranamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow, just like a sheet protects us from below. Om Amrita Pidhanamasi Swaha. O Lord, the indestructible and protector of all, save us from pains and sorrow from above. Om Satyam Yashah Shrirmai Shriha Shrayatam Swaha. O Lord, protector of all, be gracious to us so that our lives may be filled with truth, fame, fortune, and prosperity. Athanga Sparsha. Yajman touching various limbs of the body. Om Vanma Asyastu. Om Nasor me Pranostu. Om Akshnor me Chakshurastu. Om Karnayor me Shrotramastu. Om Bahor me Balamastu.
Om Urvorma Ojostu. Om Arishtani Mengani Tanustanvame Sahasantu. अथ ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना मंत्राः। ओम विश्वानि देव सवितर दुरितानि परासुव यद्भद्रन्तन्न आसुव। ओम हिरण्यगर्भः समवर्तताग्रे भूतस्य जातः पतिरेक आसीत् सदा मुते मां कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ य आत्मदा बलदायस्य विश्व उपासते प्रशिशं यस्य देवाः यस्य छायामृतं यस्य मृत्युः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ यः प्राणतो निमिषतो महित्वैक इत्राजा जगतो बभूव य ईशे अस्य द्विपदश्चतुष्पदः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ ये नद्यौरुग्रा पृथिवी च त्रिधा येन स्वस्तभितं येन नाकः यो अन्तरिक्षे रजसो विमानः कस्मै देवाय हविषा विधेम। ॐ प्रजापते नत्वदेतान्यन्यो विश्वा जातानि परिता बभूव यत्कास्ते जुहुमस्तन्नो अस्तु वयं स्याम पतयो रयीणाम्। ॐ सन्नो बन्धुर्जनिता स विधाता धामानि वेद भुवनानि विश्वा यत्र देवा अमृतमानशानास् तृतीयेधा मन्नधेरयन्ता। ॐ अग्नेय सुपाराय अस्मान् विश्वानि देववयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुरानमेनो भूयिष्ठान्ते नम उक्तिं विधेम। हे सकल जगत के उत्पत्ति करता समग्र ऐश्वर्य युक्त शुद्ध स्वरूप सर्व सुखों के दाता परमेश्वर आप कृपा करके हमारे संपूर्ण दुर्गुण दुर्व्यसन और दुखों को दूर कीजिए। जो कल्याणकारक गुण कर्म स्वभाव वाले पदार्थ है वे सब हमको प्राप्त कीजिए। इति ईश्वर स्तुति प्रार्थनोपासना प्रकरणम्। अथ स्वस्ति वाचनम्। ॐ अग्निमीले पुरोहितं यज्ञस्य देवमृत्विजम् होतारं रत्नधातमम्। ॐ सनापिते वसूनवे अग्नि सुपायनो भव सचस्वानः स्वस्तये। ॐ स्वस्ति नो मिमिथामश्विना भगः स्वस्ति देव्यरितिर्नरवणः स्वस्ति पूषा असुरो दधातु नः स्वस्ति द्यावा पृथिवी सुचेतुना। ॐ स्वस्तये वायुमुप्रब्रवामहे सोमं स्वस्ति भुवनस्य यस्पतिः बृहस्पतिं सर्वगणं स्वस्तये स्वस्त्यादित्यासो भवन्तु नः ॐ विश्वे देवानो अद्य स्वस्तये वैश्वानरो वसुरग्निः स्वस्तये देवा अवन्तर्विभवः स्वस्तये स्वस्ति नो रुद्रः पार्श्वं हसः ॐ स्वस्ति मित्रावरुणा स्वस्ति पतिरेवति स्वस्ति न इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च स्वस्ति नो ॐ स्वस्ति पन्थामनुचरेम सूर्याचन्द्रमसाविव पुनर्धरताग्नता जानता संगमे मही इति संक्षेपतः स्वस्ति वाचनम् अथ शान्तिकरणम् ॐ शना इन्द्राग्नि भवतामवोभिः शना इन्द्रावरुणारात हव्या शमिन्द्रा सोमा सुविताय शन्योः शना इन्द्रा पूषणा वाचसातौ ॐ शनो भगः शमुनः शंसो अस्तु शनः पुरन्धिः शमुसन्तुरायः शनः सत्यस्य सूयमस्य शंसः शनो अयमा पुरुजातो अस्तु ॐ शनो धाता शमुधतानो अस्तु शन्ना उरुचि भवतु स्वधाभिः शन्रोदसी बृहति शन्नो अद्रिः शन्नो देवानां सुहवानि सन्तु ॐ शन्नो अग्निर्ज्योतिरनीको अस्तु शन्नो मित्रावरुणा विश्विनाशम् शन्नः सुकृतां सुकृतानि सन्तु शन्नः इशिरो अभिवातु वातः ॐ शन्नो द्यावा पृथिवी पूर्वहोतौ शमन्तरिक्षं दृशयेनो अस्तु शन्नः ओषधिर्वनिनो भवन्तु शन्नो रजसस्पतिरस्तु जिष्णुः ॐ शन्नः इन्द्रो वसुदेवो अस्तु शमादित्येभिर्वरुणः सुशंसः शन्नो रुद्रो रुद्रेभिर्जलाशः शन्नः स्वष्टाग्निभिरिह शृणोतु ॐ शन्नः सोमो भवतु ब्रह्मशन्नः शन्नो ग्रावाणः समुसन्तु यज्ञाः शन्नः स्वरुणामितयो भवन्तु शन्नः प्रस्वः शम्वस्तु वेदिः अथ शिव संकल्प मंत्र तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु O Lord, may that mind of mine be possessed with noble intentions. Om Yajjagrato Duramudeti Devam Tadu Suptasya Tatheveti Durangamam Jyotisham Jyotirekam तन्मे मनः शिव संकल्पमस्तु Om yena karmanyapasho manishino yache krinvanti vidate shudhiraha yad purvam yakshamantah prajana tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Om yat prajanamudacheto dhritischa yajyotirantaramritam prajasu yasmanarite kinchana karma kriyate tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Om yenedam bhutam bhuvanam bhavishyat parigrihitam amritena sarvam yena yachastayate saptahota tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Om yasmin richa samaya jumshi yasmin pratishtita ratana bhavivara yasmin shittam sarvamotam prajana tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Om susharakirashvani vayan manushyan neniyate bhishubhirvajinaiva hrit pratishtam yadajiram javishtam tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Tanme manaha shiva sankalpamastu. Om sanaha pavasva shangave shanjanaya shamarvate shamrajano shadivyaha. Om abhayam nakaratyantariksham abhayam yava prithvi ubhe ime abhayam paschadabhayam purastad duttaradadharadabhayam no astu. Om abhayam mitradhabhayam amitrad dhabhayam jatadhabhayam parokshad abhayam naktam abhayam divanaha sarva asha mama mitram bhavantu sarva asha mama mitram bhavantu iti sankshepatāh shanti karanam. Atha agni adhana. May we all stand.
Today is our yajna. Not yet. Wait till the mantra is kindled. Oh, wait till the mantra is kindled. The mantra is chanted, sorry. God. I said not yet 4 times. I'm sorry. We got to follow instructions, Ben Sunita. Oh, it's my fault. I said wait till the mantra is kindled. It's supposed to be wait till the mantra is chanted. I apologize, Sunita. Oh, today Auntie Noreen along with her pati, her husband, her daughter, her grandchildren. Auntie Noreen celebrated her birthday last Monday, was her birthday Diwali day. And she's sitting today with her family, her extended family. And Auntie Noreen, we're very happy you came to Mandir this morning to join in this Havana Yajna, thanking God for the gift of this body and the many other blessings. And so at this point, Auntie Noreen, as you kindle Agni once more, you're asking God, Prajapati Bhagwan, may His wisdom continue to be kindled within your hearts, for all of you and all of us, to guide us in whatever we will do in life ahead. Om light. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swargyauriva Bhumna Prithvi Varimna Tasyaste. Give it to her. Yajani. Touch your hands. Nimana Damana Dhyayadade. Om. 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 Place it in the Kunanti Nori. Om. Let's outstretch palms, all of us. Om Udbudya Swagni Pratijagrehe Tvamishta Purte Samsrije Thamayancha Asmint Sadhaste Adyutarasmin Vishve Deva Yajamanasya Bhav Sidata. We'll all take our seats. Samidadhanam. Go ahead, sit. Offering 3 pieces of samidha. Hold on the chair. Go ahead.
Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedhastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasmahan Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samidhaya Swaha Idamagne Jata Vedase Idannamama Om Samidhagnim Dugasataghritar Bodhayathatithim Asmin Havyajuhotana Susamidhaya Shochishe Ghritam Tivram Juhotana Agnaye Jata Vedase Swaha Idamagne Jata Vedase Idannamama Om Tantva Samidhirangiro Gritena Vardhayamasi Brihachochaya Vishtya Swaha Idamagne Angirase Idannamama. Atha Panchagrit Ahuti, Yajman making 5 ghee offerings. Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedhastene Dhyasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasmahan Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagne Jata Vedase Idannamama Om Ayanta Idma Atma Jata Vedhastene Yasva Vardhasva Chedha Vardhaya Chasman Prajaya Pashubhir Brahma Varchase Nanadyena Samedhaya Swaha Idamagne Jata Vedase Idannamama Om Ayanta Idma Atma चातवेधस्तेने ध्यस्ववर्धस्व चेधवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम ॐ अयन्त इद्मा आत्मा जातवेदस्तेने ध्यस्ववर्धस्व चेधवर्धय चास्मान् प्रजया पशुभिर्ब्रह्मवर्चसे नानाद्येन समेधय स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम Fifth and final time. Om ayanta idma atma jatavedhastene dhyasvavardhasva chedhavardhaya chasman prajaya pashubhir brahmavarchase nanadyena samedhaya स्वाहा इदमग्ने जातवेदसे इदन्ना मम अथ जल सिंचन ॐ हरितेनो मन्यस्व ॐ अनुमतेनो मन्यस्व ॐ सरस्वती अनुमन्यस्व ॐ देवा सवितः प्रसुवयज्ञं प्रसुवयजपतिं भगाय दिव्यो गन्धर्वः केतपुः केतन्नः पुनातु वाचस्पतिर्वाचं नः स्वदतु आकार आवाज भागाहुति घी only ॐ अग्नये स्वाहा इदमग्नये इदन्ना मम ॐ सोमाय स्वाहा इदं सोमाय इदन्ना मम ॐ प्रजापतये स्वाहा इदं प्रजापतये इदन्ना मम ॐ इन्द्राय स्वाहा इदमिन्द्राय इदन्ना मम प्रातःकालीन आहुति घी and सामग्री ॐ सूर्यो ज्योतिर्ज्योतिः सूर्यः स्वाहा ॐ सूर्यो वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा ॐ ज्योतिः सूर्यः सूर्यो ज्योतिः स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरुषसेन्द्रवत्या जुषानः सूर्यो वेतु स्वाहा सायंकालीन आहुति ॐ अग्निर्ज्योतिर्ज्योतिरग्निः स्वाहा ॐ अग्निर्वर्चो ज्योतिर्वर्चः स्वाहा silent mantra ॐ स्वाहा ॐ सजुर्देवेन सवित्रा सजुरात्रेन्द्रवत्या जुषानो अग्निर्वेतु स्वाहा ॐ भूरग्नये प्राणाय स्वाहा इदमग्नये प्राणाय इदन्ना मम ॐ भूवर्वायवे पानाय स्वाहा इदं वायवे पानाय इदन्ना मम ॐ स्वरादित्याय व्यानाय स्वाहा इदमादित्याय व्यानाय इदन्ना मम ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वर्ग्निवायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः स्वाहा इदमग्निवायवादित्येभ्यः प्राणापानव्यानेभ्यः इदन्ना मम ॐ आपो ज्योतिरसोऽमृतं ब्रह्म भूर्भुवः स्वरो स्वाहा Om yang medham devaganaha pitarashopasate tayama madhya medhayagne medhavinam kuru swaha. Om Vishwani Deva Savitar Duritani Parasuva Yad Bhadrantanna Asuva Swaha. Om Agni Naya Supatharai Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan Yuyodhyasmad Juhurana Meno Bhuyishtante Nama Uktim Vidhema Swaha. I would now like to invite Pandit Bharat Singh Ji to perform special mantras.
When Sunita, they'll make offerings of just ghee only. Auntie Noreen will be holding the spoon. And Ryan, you'll also take a spoon, son. And you'll offer ghee with your nani, your grandmother. Auntie Noreen, today as you celebrate your birthday, very, very fortunate for you this year. Your birthday fall on a very auspicious day on Deepavali Day. And because of the Deepavali celebrations we've had here, you choose to sit today, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing, performing yajna on this day of your birthday. And so today, with your daughter Anita, your two grandchildren, I know you have other grandchildren, but for many reasons, they could not be here today. But with Ryan and Angela and Uncle Sinat, today, as we chant these mantras on your behalf, you're asking God, Auntie Noreen, to purify and lengthen your life. And that in your day-to-day lifestyle, may you consume wholesome and nutritious food, that you will have the requisite energy in performing your defined functions, individual functions, as well as your family and your mandir functions as you come here week after week. And today, Auntie Noreen, you're saying, yes, in life we will experience challenges. May I, with my family, be blessed, and all of us in Mandir here today, and even those watching online, may we be blessed with that mental strength and that physical capability in overcoming all such challenges. Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Agna Ayumshi Pavasa Asuvurjamisham Chanaha Are Badhasva Duchunam Swaha Iramagnaye Pavamanaya Idanna Mama Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Agni Rishihi Pavamanah Panchajanyah Purohitah Tame Mahe Mahagayam
Swaha.
Iramagnaye Pavamanaya
Idanna Mama.
Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Agni Pavasva Swapa Asme Varchah Suviryam Dadadraye Mae Posham
Swaha.
Iramagnaye Pavamanaya
Idanna Mama.
Om Bhurabhuvah Swaha Prajapate Natvadetananyo Vishwajatani Paritavabhuva Yat Kamaste Juhumastano Vastu Vayam Syama Patayorainam Swaha Iram Prajapataye
Idanna Mama.
Om Tvanno Agni Varunasya Vidwan Devasya Hedo Vayasi Shrishtaha Yajishto Vahnitamah Shoshuchanu Vishwa Dveshansi Pramamugyasmat
Swaha.
Iramagni Varunabhyam
Idanna Mama.
Uncle Sinat, Auntie Noreen, it says in this mantra, Ma Yajyam Him Sishtam Ma Yajyapatim Jata Vedasau. Yajyapatim, we are called Yajapati. God is called Prajapati. Mm. Om. Om. All through your life, Auntie Noreen and Uncle Sinat, you've been protectors of Yajya. And in whatever way you will, I know what as uh, good health is not there anymore. I mean, not anymore, but health is not the same as it used to be 10, 15 years ago. And but despite all of that, you still make an effort to be at Mandir and to continue fostering Yajya. Anita, your parents, you know your parents have been coming to this mandir, and whatever little you and your family also can do to protect Yajya, may you make every effort to protect Yajya, just like how your parents is doing. Om Bhavatannah Samanasau Sachetasa Vare Pasau Mayajyam Himsishtam Mayajapatim Jatavedasau Shivau Bhavatamadyanah
Swaha.
Idam Jatavedobhyam Idannamama. Bansunita, all our Yajmans on stage will stand at this time. All our Yajmans. Dion. Oh. About 5, 6. Oh. Inside there. Oh. Bansunita, our Yajmans will move back a little. Uncle Sinat, you can be seated on the chair. Come. So I know it's not easy for you to be standing too long. You want to stand or sit on the chair? Come sit on the chair here. Sit here. And or you can stand right there with Auntie Noreen. Stand right there, yeah. Auntie Noreen, take the ghee container. Auntie Noreen, I won't ask you to go around this fire today. But why we ask you to stand? To create that heightened awareness that, as it says in this mantra, Uncle Sinat, Auntie Noreen, Jaya, Patye, Madhumati, may you continue to speak to each other in such a way that it will bring about goodness and benevolence for both of you. Oh, Anita, the mantra says, Anu vrataha pituhu putro, matra bhavatu sammanaha. That yes, pituhu means parents, us as children. As long we are aware of our parents' expectations of us, may we make every effort to fulfill those expectations. Om Anuvrataha Pituhu Putro Matra Bhavatu Sammana Jaya Patye Madhumati Vacham Vadatu Shantivam Swaha. One more time. Om Swasti Pantamanu Charema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadatagnata Janata Sangame Mahi Sangame Mahi Swaha. And as this mantra says, Auntie Noreen, pause for a second. May Indra, the God who is the source of great wisdom, continue to grant you well-being by bestowing on you wisdom. May Pushaha, God as the divine nourisher, continue to nourish you and your family by granting you wisdom. Om Swasti na Indro Vridhashravah Swasti na Pusha Vishwavedah Swasti nastariksho arishthanemihi Swasti no Brihaspatirdadhatu Swaha. Keep going. Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajatvan Bhadrah Sthirairangaistustvam Satsanobhir
Vyashemahi deva hitam yadayuhu swaha.
Anita, take the ghee container and make these 4 offerings with mom. And it says here, Anita, Matri Devo Bhava, Pitri Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Today, Anita, today as you've come to Mandir with your parents and your children, that whatever mom and dad has done for you over the years, and your brother, and your late sister also, in making you who you are, you're asking God to grant, you're saying, thank you, God, for such good parents. Thank you, God, for all my parents have done for us. Thank you, God, for what my parents is doing for society in their own little way. Thank you, God, for this very special opportunity in performing yajna with them today. Om Matri Devo Bhava Swaha. Om Pitri Devo
Bhava swaha. Om Acharya Devo Bhava swaha. Om Atiti Devo Bhava swaha.
Okay, very good. Anita, you put the ghee container down. Auntie Noreen, you take this. Turn and face each other. Oh, wow. So I asked Auntie Noreen how many years they've been married. And you know, they respond simultaneously, but Uncle Sinat was a little louder. He said 53, and that's you know, that's not normal. A lot of times the husbands, they struggle to remember the years. It's the wife who remembers it. And so I'm Uncle Sinat, I'm proud of you. Uncle Sina, today on the occasion of Auntie Noreen's birthday, you will garland her first, as you know in our tradition in this mandir. Why you will garland her first? Because ever 53 years ago, when you went to her home and you got married to her, you asked her in one of the mantras the Pandit chanted, and you asked her, in time to come, my dear Dharampatni, may you bear me children so we can have a family of our own. Today we are blessed to have children. We are blessed to have good grandchildren. We feel very thankful our Ryan and Angela is with us today. And Uncle Sinat, you're saying, thank you, my dear Dharampatni, for all that you've done for me in 53 years in making our marriage a success. Yes, we have had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of struggles, but we stick it out together. And today I'm here with you celebrating your birthday. Om Samanjantu Vishve Deva Samapo Hridayanino Samatarishwa Samghata. Go ahead. Samudeshtri Dadhatu no. Om Saubhagyamastu. Anita, you garland, mommy. Oh, and give the grandchildren also. Om Shubham Bhavatu. Ryan and Angela, you all come this side. Achi, achi, pyari. Mommy and daddy both. Here. Achi, achi, pyari, pyari, boli, bali, ma. O Ma, O Ma. दुनिया भर के खुशियाँ हमको देने वाली माँ, ओ माँ, ओ माँ। अच्छी अच्छी प्यारी प्यारी भोली भाली माँ, oh ma. Touch your feet, Angela. Touch grandmother's feet. Oh ma. All right. Om swasti panta manucharema surya chandrama saviva punardadagnata janata sangame mahi. Niraj. Swasti panta manucharema
Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadata Gnata Janata Sangame Mahi. Om Swasti Pantha Manucharema Surya Chandrama Saviva Punardadata Gnata Janata Sangame Mahi.
We'll all take our seats. फूल है कितनी प्यारी, फूलों से प्यारा तू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। लोग है कितनी न्यारे, लोगों से न्यारा तू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू। आज गल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे, तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। पूर्णाहुति रूप आघारावाच्य भाग आहुतयः।
Ghee only. Om Agnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idannamama. Om Somaya Swaha Idam Somaya Idannamama. Om Prajapataye Swaha Idam Prajapataye Idannamama. Om Indraya Swaha Idam Indraya Idannamama. Om Bhuragnaye Swaha Idam Agnaye Idannamama. Om Bhuvarvayave Swaha Idam Vayave Idannamama. Om Swaradityaya Swaha Idam Adityaya Idannamama. Om Bhuvah Swaragni Vayavadityebhyah Swaha Idam Agni Vayavadityebhyah Idannamama. Atha Brahma Gayatri Savitri Guru Mantra. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Swaha. Om Bhurbhuvah स्वाहा तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् स्वाहा। हे दयालु परमात्मन, आप अपनी असीम कृपा से हमारी सदा रक्षा करते हैं। आप ही हमारे जीवन आधार है। अपने सेवकों के दुखों को दूर करके उनको सुख देने वाले हैं। आप सर्वत्र सुप्रतिष्ठित और सुप्रसिद्ध हैं। आप सर्वोत्तम, शुद्ध, पवित्र और ज्ञान स्वरूप है। आपसे ही यह सारा जगत उत्पन्न हुआ है। आप ही सकल शुभ गुणों की खान है। आपका हम प्रतिदिन ध्यान करें और आप हमें विवेकशीलता, धारणावती मेधा, सद्बुद्धि प्रदान करे। स्विष्टकृत आहुति, offering of prasad. Om yadasya karmanyotyarirecam yadvanyunamihakaram agnistat sishtakrit vidyat sarvam swishtam suhotam karotu me agnaye swishtakrite sahutahute sarva prayaschit ahuti nam कामानां समर्धयित्रे सर्वानः कामान् समर्धय स्वाहा। इदमग्नये स्विष्टकृते एतन्नामम। Prajapatyahuti, silent mantra, ghee only. Om Swaha idam prajapate idannamama. May we all stand for the final three offerings. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha.
As you make this sort of the final offering, Auntie Noreen, whatever degree of perfection, whatever degree of success you've enjoyed so far in life, today, last Monday as you turned 74, for the past 73 years, whatever degree of success you've enjoyed, may that degree of success continue to increase in your years ahead. All of us, Om Sarvam Vai Purnam Swaha. We'll put our containers down and we'll take a tiny touch of ghee. Bansunita, lift the bowl up. Everybody take a little touch of ghee in their hand and rub it together with outstretched palms, asking God, for He is the one who grants brilliance. May His brilliance radiate on our faces, and may we all be blessed with good health.
Om Tanupa Agneyasi Tanvam Me Pahi. Om Ayurda Agneyasi Ayur Me Dehi. Om Varchoda Agneyasi Varcho Me Dehi. Om Agneyan Me Tanva Unam Tanma Aprena. Om Medha Me Deva Savita Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Devi Saraswati Adadhatu. Om Medha Me Ashvinau Devavadhatam Pushkarasrachau.
Apyayatam, starting with our lips, both hands.
Om Vakshama Apyayatam.
Nose.
Om Pranashama Apyayatam.
Eyes.
Om Chakshushama Apyayatam.
Ears.
Om Shrotranshama Apyayatam.
Shoulders.
Om Yashobalanshama Apyayatam.
We all please be seated. यज्ञगीत पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए. Please join your voice with Bhai Dion and our Pandits. पूजनीय प्रभु हमारे भाव उज्जवल कीजिए. चोर देवे छल कपट को मानसिक बल दीजिए. वेद की गावे ऋचाए सत्य को धारण करे. हर्ष में हो मग्न सारे शोक सागर से तरे. अश्वमेधाधिक रचाए यज्ञ पर उपकार को. धर्म मर्यादा चला कर लाभ दे संसार को. नित्य श्रद्धा भक्ति से यज आदि हम करते रहे. रोग पीड़ित विश्व के संताप सब हरती रही. भावना मिट जाए मन से पाप अत्याचार की. कामनाएं पूर्ण होवे यज्ञ से नर नार की. लाभकारी हो हवन हर जीवधारी के लिए. वायु जल सर्वत्र हो शुभ गंध को धारण करे. स्वर्थ भाव मिते हमारा प्रेम पथ विस्तार हो. ईदन मम का सार्थक प्रत्येक में व्यवहार हो. हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक. हाथ जोर झुकाए मस्तक. वंदना हम कर रहे. नाथ करुणा रूप करुणा आपकी सब पर रहे. प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे. प्रभु आपकी सब पर रहे. ओम सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः. सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः. सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु. मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्. हे ईश सब सुखी हो. कोई न हो दुखारी. सब हो निरोग भगवन. धन धान्य के बंधारी सब भद्र भाव देके सन्मार्ग के पथिक हो दुखिया न कोई होवे सृष्टि में प्राण धारी सृष्टि में प्राण धारी ओम शांति 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 ओम इति हवन यज्ञः समाप्तः At this point, I will pass the microphone to Bhai Sagar, who will be our Sabhapati, our host for today's program.
Thank you very much, Pandit Baraji. Revered Pandits, fellow devotees, Namaste. Let me take this opportunity on behalf of the Arya Spiritual Center to welcome all of you to our regular Sunday Satsang, especially those who are here in Mandir today and also those who are watching on Facebook and also on YouTube. We just concluded last week on Monday the Diwali Yajnas, which was, and I have to tell you, it was very, very successful 4 sessions of Yajnas for Diwali. And one of the things I have to say, I have to thank everyone who was really involved in that whole event. Unfortunately, I had another prior commitment. I couldn't be here, but I was actively involved up until the last day before the first Yajna. So I really want to thank everyone, 1, for putting this mandir in shape, 2, for planning and executing the programs for all 4 sessions, and all those people who turned out to make that a very, very, very successful event. Thanks you very, very much. Today, we're going to have a few bhajans. We'll have a pravachan and we'll have announcements for today's program. And to start us off, we'll have by Dion, by Devendra, to start us with the first bhajan.
My humble namaste to each and everyone. And Janam Din Ka Abhinandan to Mataji. Wish you many, many more with good health, happiness, and peace. In this bhajan, one of the verses says that whatever you have to do tomorrow, do it today. And whatever you have to do today, do it now. So please join me in this bhajan, Utjag Musafir. उतजाग मुसाफिर भोर भये अब रह न कहा जो सोवत उतजाग मुसाफिर भोर भये अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है जो जागत है सो पावत है जो सोवत है सो पोवत है उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भये अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है तुक नींद से आके कोल जरा और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा हो दुख नींद से आके खोल जरा और अपने ईश से ध्यान लगा। यह प्रीति करण की रीत नहीं, प्रभु जागत है तू सोवत है। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है। जो कल करना है आज कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जो कल करना है आज कर ले, जो आज करना है अब कर ले। जब चिड़ियों ने चुग के तलिया, फिर पछताए क्या होत है। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रह न कहा जो सोत है। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी है, पापी पाप में चैन कहा। नादान भुगत करनी अपनी है, पापी पाप में चैन कहा। जब पाप की घतरी शीस धरी, फिर शीस पकड़ क्यों रोत है। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है। जो जागत है सो पावत है, जो सोवत है सो खोवत है। उत जाग मुसाफिर भोर भई, अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है। अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है, अब रह न कहा जो सोवत है।
Thank you very much, Bhai Dian, for that beautiful git, dedicating it to Mataji Noreen on her Janamdin. Thank you very much for doing that. Next, we'll ask Pandit Siramji, if you want to, can you come up and give us a bhajan? While he's coming up, come on up. While he's coming up, I'll just go through a couple of announcements. I can start with the announcements. First, regular scheduled program that we have is every Thursday we have Sanya and meditation session. These sessions are held on Thursdays from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. via Zoom. They are held by Pandit Deepakji. If you're interested, please reach out to Pandit Deepakji for the Zoom link. And it's also on the Facebook page, and it's also we also share that in the chat, in the group chats, and so forth. So if you would like to get that information, you can have it there. Go ahead, Pandit Siramji. Go ahead. Yes.
Namaste. To Auntie Noreen, happy birthday to you. As you have come here, sit to listen to prayers of Vedic wisdom, to share with your family, and to share with Arya Spiritual family. We sing praises to you, and this bhajan or this geet is telling you happy birthday. शुभ यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। खुशी से घर पे हो जाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। खुशी सब घर में हो जाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। लगाए बेल बूटे और सजाया वेद मंत्रों से, ये मंडप देख हर्षाना, ये मंडप देख हर्षाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। आए विद्वान पंडित है, पधारे देवता देवी, हवन और यज रचवाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। हुआ संस्कार वैदिक रीति से, यह देख लो भाइयों, हे हर्ष के फूल बरसाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। चिरंजीवी हो यह झोरी, कि आशीर्वाद दो मिल के, हे दान शुभ काम में लाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। हमारी कामना दिल से, यह मंगल चार घर हो, खुशी के गीत ये गाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। खुशी इस पर इस घर पे हो जाना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो। यह शुभ दिन आज का आना, बधाई हो, बधाई हो।
Thank you. Thank you very much. Give him a big hand. That's one of the old, from the archives, one of the old tunes that he pulled out from the archives. We can count on Panisiram to do that. If you come from Guyana and you attended some of those old services that we normally have in Guyana, you would hear those tunes and those bhajans sung in Guyana. I'm going to continue with with the announcements. First, the East Indian Music Academy is inviting you to a Shraddhanjali in tribute to Bhai Ramdev Shankar Singh today, Sunday, October 30th at 3 p.m. So if you are available and you would like to attend that, the address is 12610 111 Avenue. It's at EMA at 3 p.m. today. That event is taking place. Next, on the upcoming events, we do have our annual family dinner, which is going to be on the first Saturday in December, which is December 3rd here at the Mandir. And normally we start around 6:30, 6:30. So we have flyers out and we're going to start sharing those with you eventually on the time and so forth. But please save that date, and we invite all of you to be here on the family evening. It's a fun evening. It's not just a family dinner. We have a cultural program, and it's very, very well done. So please make note of that. Once a month, we have our youth forum. If you need more details on that, please contact Bahin Diana, and she can share more details with you. Next, we have the Mahila group. The Mahila group encourages you, if you are not a member currently, and if you would like to join that group, please contact Panita Nirvani, and she will get you connected. The Mahila group meets at least they try to meet once a week on Zoom and at least once a month in person. So if you would like more information on that, please contact Panita Nirvani. The Mahila Samaj has been very instrumental in assisting the Samaj in executing its programs. And as you know, one week is dedicated every month to the Mahila program. Next, we have yoga. We now have yoga sessions every Saturday morning here at the Mandir, starting from 7 a.m. That's been done by Raj Kalcharan. So if you like more information on that, please contact by Raj. Also, don't forget, all this information is in our calendar, and all this information, all the contact information is also on the chat group. And if you're not in our chat group on WhatsApp, and you would like to be, please share your phone number with me if you have a mobile phone or a smartphone, and we can add you to the chat group. We already went through Sanya. Next, I would like to talk about donations. Once again, I would like to thank all those people who gave their donations in the annual harvest donation that we had starting about a month ago, and all through last week, and even people is still coming in. We want to thank everyone for sending in their donations, whether it's in person or whether it's through PayPal. And we do have a paperless solution. If you can't make it to the Mandir, or you don't want to send it via mail, you can scan the QR code and you can get that donation submitted to us through PayPal. Next, if you have an event and you would like to celebrate it here at the Mandir, please contact us and let us know. Bahin's Sirmati is the one who is coordinating special events. For example, if you have a wedding, or you have an anniversary, and you would like to celebrate that here at the Mandir, please contact Bahin Sirmati or a member of the executive committee. Also, if you would like, if you have a birthday and you like it announced, or you want to show it on the stream and on Sunday morning, please send it to aryaspiritualcenter.com. Center is spelled CENTRE. And we appreciate if you can get that to us by Thursday before the Sunday of the birthday or the event. Also, I just mentioned it, but I just want to remind you, we have our 2023 calendar. We encourage all of you to get a copy for your friends, your family, your neighbors. This calendar has all of the contact information you need to contact anything, and all our regular programs, our upcoming events and so forth on this calendar. So please make sure you have a copy of this calendar. I know a number of you, I personally send them I give them to my friends and family. I send them to Canada, all over the place. I know people take them to Guyana. So for a donation, we welcome you to get a copy of our calendar. So I believe that's all for the announcements for today. So next, we're gonna, by Niraj, Okay, so we're going to go right into a bhajan and the pravachan for today. So I'm going to turn you over to Pandit Bharaji for the next item.
Thank you very much, Bhai Sagar. Now, Bhai Sagar mentioned in his announcement, if you have your birthday, send it and on the email and so on. We're planning to do away with that. If you have your birthday, come and sit at the, like how Auntie Noreen did it today and our members do in the past. Come and sit for the yajna. It's better to participate. Our scripture says participate in the yajna, which is very important. And so today, before I start my pravachan, Uncle Sinat, Auntie Noreen, over the years, I've known them. They've been very, very active members, very dedicated members to this Samaj. And so today I want to sing this very, very special song. I sang a piece of the earlier on, one verse, but I want to sing the full song at this point. And so Auntie Noreen, on behalf of all of us in Mandir today, as the president of this Mandir, as one of the Pandits, on behalf of all our members present in Mandir today, all our Pandits, Pandit Siram, our Pandit in training by Niraj, and all of us wonderful souls, we say, Tare, Tare, Kitne, Neela Gagan pe Tare, Neela Gagan, the blue skies. Just like how when we come out at night and it's not possible for us to count the stars in the skies, in the same way, it will not be possible for us to count the years that you will live. Meaning, indirectly, live asking God that may you live a long life, a long and healthy life. And Auntie Noreen is 74 now. Uncle Sinat, I'm not sure. He's probably in his late 70s, around there. But you know what's outstanding? During the summertime, he's 81? Okay, very good. Thank you. He himself said, thank you, Uncle Sinat. 81, right? Sorry? 80, okay. But you pass by their home in the summertime. As you notice, Uncle Sinat has to walk now with the aid of this stick. But he makes every effort to be here. But they still do their gardening, whether they plant their pepper, their bora, whatever, and they enjoy some fresh vegetables during the summer months, and doing that. They have this space. They're blessed to have that space, and that as you all know, that contributes a lot to maintaining good health. And so Auntie Noreen and Uncle Sinat, keep doing whatever you do to ensure good health is always there. Tare, Tare kitne neel gagan pe tare, Tare, तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे. है कितनी प्यारी फूलों से प्यारा तू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू ऑल ऑफ अस, ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू. लोग है कितनी न्यारे लोगों से न्यारा तू, हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू, ओ हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू. आज गल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे, तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे. सालगिरह का ये दिन मुबारक मेरे माता, जिए तू हजारों साल, जिए तू हजारों साल. कुछ हो जाए तो क्या हो मेरा हाल, जिए तू हजारों साल, जिए तू हजारों साल। अजगल लग जा मेरे दिल के सहारे तारे, तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। तेरे उम्र हो इतने साल जितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे, तारे तारे कितने नील गगन पे तारे। All of us wonderful, blessed family and friends in Mandir today. Dion, don't go too far because you'll play again for the arty. As you know, week after week, we have as part of our Sunday morning satsang, pravachan is part of the main feature of our Sunday morning satsang. And as we always do, we commence our pravachan with a little prayer. And so on the screen, we have the very first two mantra of the Rig Veda. And so I'll ask all of you wonderful souls here today first I want to say before I do this, a very special welcome. That's Vanessa, right? Or which one is Vanessa? And this is your sister, right? What's her name again? Sita, right? Sita, Bahan Sita and Vanessa. It's so nice to see both of you in Mandir here today. Thank you guys very much for coming. It's a while we haven't seen you. And all of you wonderful souls who are here today. You know, many of our families are missing today because of that event at 3 o'clock today. You know, many of us know by Ramdev. Many of us know by Ramdev and his family, and so sometimes that happens when there's an afternoon event. Our Sunday morning satsang is impacted, and that happens. That's okay. We got to understand. You know, we can't be out of the home for 3 hours. We got to be at either 1 to 2 hours, or you know, we got to balance our day. Anyhow, let's look on the screen, and as we chant this opening prayer. Om Agnimire Purohitam. All of us. Agnimire Purohitam Yajasya Devamritvijam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Hotaram Ratnadhatamam Agnihi Purvebhir Rishibhir Idyo Nutaneruta Sadevane Havakshati Sadevane Havakshati. Om. All right, so I'll humbly ask if we can, you know, if you let's put our phones away and pay attention to the pravachan. It took a lot of time to put this together, and so please have some respect for the pravachan. We listen and will not look at our phones, and we will participate on what's going on the screen. And so, as Bhai Sagar mentioned in his announcement, last weekend, starting Friday, Saturday, Sunday morning, Monday night, we had our annual Diwali Yajna. Plus, we celebrated this Mandir, 38 years of existence. 38 years ago, Pandit Ramlal Ji with a group of wonderful people, Bhai Sagar and others, they came together. First, we weren't here in this building. This building, we moved here in 1991, right, Bhai Sagar? 1991, we moved in this building, which is approximately 32 years ago. But before that, we were operating at Pandit Ramlalji's basement plus one or two other places. And so, as you heard, we had a very successful yajna. And last Friday night, those of us who were here, you saw this, we touched on this word. And we said yajna. Dion, I'll ask you to help me with some reading. Dion, come closer here, son, brother, and take that yellow mic. Give him that yellow mic. And so I want you to read what yajna, if you look at the Sanskrit dictionary, you will see these are some of the meanings of the word yajna. Read it for us, Dion.
Yajna, yajna or yajna, Sanskrit yajna, worship, prayer, praise, offering, oblation, sacrifice, fire ceremony.
Very good. Sacrifice. And this is what the one we want to focus on, sacrifice. And there was one concluding verse that we chanted in Friday night's pravachan, where we talk about the importance of yajna. We talk why we do yajna. And we said, those of us who were here Friday night, we said yajna entails or embraces three things. Anybody remember what those three things are? So let me tell you the Sanskrit. One is Deva Puja. Anybody remember what's Deva Puja by Mohan? Deva Puja, right? Worshipping. And then the second we said Sangati Karan, which is the H word, H-A. Help, huh? Very good. Harmonizing. Thank you, Ben Mohani, you were listening. Harmonizing. We said Deva Puja, worshipping. While we worship, we harmonize. And then the last one was Dan. And what Dan is? Huh? The act of giving charity, the act of giving. Not necessarily, yeah, charity, yes. Not necessarily physically giving something, but coming here on a Sunday morning, giving your time, bringing the Mohan Bhog. Today, Auntie Noreen and Uncle Sinat, they're celebrating their birthday. They sponsor the lunch today. All of that is giving. All of that is giving. Some people believe you give them under $20 or not $20, but your annual membership and you show up 2 times a year, that's it. No. You got to be here on a more regular basis. Especially if you're a member, you fill out that form and you pay your membership annually. And so yajna, we talked about, this was the concluding verse. I'll chant one line and all of us will repeat with Neeraj. Yajna dana tapaha karma. All of us.
Yajya dana tapah karma
Natyajam karyameva tat.
natyajam karyameva tat.
Try that, Dion. You alone? Listen. All of you tried with Dion. Just listen. Natyajam karyameva tat.
Nityajam
Karyameva tat. Very good. Listen again. Yajyo danam tapaschaiva.
Yajyo danam tapaschaiva
Pavanani manishina.
Pavanani manishina.
Beautiful verse from Bhagavad Gita chapter 18 verse 5. Yajya dana tapaha karma. What we said yajya means? On the screen, I'm pointing to it, everybody. Sacrifice. What dan means? And what tapaha means? Penance, austerity. Yogeshwar Sri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita said these three things. Natyajam karyam evatat. Tyago, tyag karna. These three actions, karyam, these three actions should never be abandoned. Tyaja means to be abandoned, to leave behind. These three actions, actions based upon sacrifice, charity, and penance should never be abandoned. They must certainly be performed. Natya yajyo danam tapaschaiva. They must certainly be performed. Indeed, acts of yajna, charity, tapaha. What did us? Pavanani manishinam. These acts of sacrifice, charity, and penance are purifying even for those who are wise. Even for the wise people, it's important that they continue to perform yajna, and all of us friends. And that's why I concur with Bhai Sagar when he acknowledged every one of us. Everyone played a very, I wouldn't call names, but our last weekend just concluded Yajna was indeed a tremendous success. And many people here and many people who are not here, they played a very, very important role in the success of that Yajna. Now, Yogeshwar Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita talks about kinds of yajna. Anybody can guess how many kinds of yajna Yogeshwar Sri Krishna talks about? Make a guess. Ban Mohini, you're one of the smart sisters and mothers that comes to Mandir. Help me here. Make a guess. Is that a big number? Okay, all right. So divide 9 by 3. Okay. Yes. See, Ban Mohini knew good math, you know. By Mohan, you taught her math or she knew math before you? You are thinking 3. Okay, all right. No, yes, it is 3 kinds of yajna. I mean, there are many forms of yajna. You know, for example, we talk about Panch Mahayajna, right? And how many know about Panch Mahayajna? Very good. What about you, Dion? You remember the names? Dion, tell me the first 2 of the Panch Mahayajna.
Brahma Yajna and Deva Yajna.
So go ahead and say the other 3. All right, Niraj, help him out.
Bhut Yajna, Pitri Yajna, and
Ati?
Atiti Yajna.
Atiti Yajna. Very good. Give them a round of applause, everybody. See, I tell you, we have very bright people that come to this mandir. So, the Brahma Yajna, Dev Yajna, Atiti Yajna, Pitri Yajna, Atiti Yajna, and Bhut Yajna. These are the 5, what we call 5 daily duties. Sometimes we say Mahayajna. What Maha means? Great. But according to Dr. Ravi Prakash, in that workshop we had 4 Fridays ago, he said Maha here does not mean great. Anybody remember the word he used? IMP. 5 important. What's the word? Important daily yajna. Brahma yajna, yes, prayers to God on a daily basis. Brahma yajna. Dev yajna, which includes Havana yajna, purifying the environment, make sure the environment is clean, keeping our immediate environment clean, our home clean, the mandir clean, ourselves clean. Deva yajna, worshiping the devas, the elderly, the learned ones. Dev yajna. Pitri yajna, making sure our parents are taken care of, their needs are fulfilled. Pitri yajna. Atiti yajna, when the guest comes to your house, whatever little you can do also to make them comfortable. That's Atiti Yajna. And Bhut Yajna. What's Bhut Yajna? Anybody? Not you, Niraj. Come help me, Dion. Same as Bali Vaishwadeva Yajna. Very good. But tell me in English. Take the mic. They didn't hear you.
Service to lower class animals. Those less fortunate.
Very good. Dion, you need to register for a Pandit training program, Dion. By Sagar, talk to him afterwards, please. Very good. Give him a round of applause. What did he say? Service to our lower animal kingdom. Look, Stefan is at the back there. Stefan, can I use an example? Stefan, you know, he has a little excess cash. So he buy cat food, and every day he puts out cat food. There are some cats in his neighborhood. Stefan, I hope you don't mind I saying this. Stefan lives about 1 street away from me. He puts out several bowls of cat food, and the cats who walk around in the neighborhood, every morning they look forward for a good breakfast. Stefan and his Dharampatni does that. What's my point in quoting that? They not only take care of themselves, but they take care of the lower animal kingdom. I saw one person in my neighborhood, when the cat comes around, he has a little, he has the hose pipe. What do you call it that you spray the lawn with when you, not a sprinkler, the pipe, the hose pipe, but he puts it on the high power, and he squeezes it, and he scares the cat away, the water on the cats. So that's one kind of persons who does that to the cats. And then they have the other kind of person like Stefan and his Dharampatni. He doesn't have to do that. But he orders the food from, I don't know, Amazon or Petco. Or, is Petco still around? It's still around. Or Petco, and he makes sure those cats are taken care of. That's Bali Vaish. Sometimes we say Bali Vaishwadeva Yajya, and we say Bhut Yajya. All right, so we're running low on our time. So let's go. So 3 kinds of yajna. Now, this is very important, friends. Bear with us a few minutes more. Very, very important. And I love these verses. 1 year in our Hindi and music classes, I taught this to our children. They did it for Baldivas. I'll chant one line, and all of us will repeat with our beautiful, sweet voices. Apalan kankshibir yajyo. All of us.
Apalan kanchibhir yajyo
Vidhi drishto ya ijyate.
Vidhi
Drishto ya ijyate. Yashta vayameveti manaha.
Yashta vayameveti manaha
Samadhaya sasatvikah.
Samadhaya sasatvikah.
One more time, Neeraj, go.
Samadhaya sasatvikah.
Very good. Apalan kankshibir yajyo. You see this word? Don't say the say this word. Palan. And so palan comes from the word pal. What pal means? Anybody? Not, who said that? Thank you, Pandit Siram. Pal means fruit. Apalan. So if it's apalan means the opposite of. When you see in Sanskrit, so it says here, where is the word? Satvikah. That yajna is sattvic. Now read this whole thing for us, Devendra.
That yajna is sattvika, which is performed by men desiring no fruit, as enjoined by ordinance or vidhi, with their mind fixed on the yajna only, for its own sake.
Very good. That yajna which is performed by people, I don't know how come I have MEN here. It's supposed to be all human beings. Performed by men and women, desiring no fruits, apalan, without any expectations. You know, sometimes you'll see this in the other verses. It says there, when we do yajna, when we come here to sit for yajna, Auntie Noreen, Uncle Sinat sat for yajna, all of us. Om Agnaye Swaha, Om Somaya Swaha, Om Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinuyama Deva. You know what you're asking God? Bhadram Karnebhi, may I listen to that which is auspicious. Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinuyam. Shrinu means to listen. Shrinuyama Devaha. Bhadram Pashyema Akshabir Akshar. May I see that which is only noble. They're asking God for good health. Bhadram Karnebhi Shrinuyama Deva. Bhadram Pashyema Akshabir Yajatraha. And so we don't have time to chant the whole verse, but they're asking God for good health. And the expectations they have, yes, deep down within, they have certain expectations in terms of, okay, God, I'm praying for good health. May I do also, and you have to pledge to yourself, may I do also that which will bring me good health. right? You can't want you can't want to have ask God for good health, and you're not doing what the doctor is telling you to do. You know, I often say this story. There was this one gentleman in somewhere in Brooklyn, and you know he had some heart or some kind of condition, and he has to take medication, but sometimes he skipped the medication, and then he doesn't eat the right diet, and then not, so he got admitted to the hospital, and you know, the doctor said, well, one of the reasons why he skipped the medication, because certain medication you take, you can't have daru. So you know what's daru? Yes, we all know what's daru, right? Okay, you can't have daru. Daru, another word for, you know, rum. You can't have daru. So his family took him back to the hospital. He had to spend a few days there. Now, you know, when somebody in the hospital, I mean, listen, if you're genuinely sick and you got to go to the hospital, it's okay. You know, you're doing something and you have a heart attack, and or you got an accident or something, you fell down. You know, you're walking and you fell down. People fall down. And you have to go to, that's fine. But when you deliberately do not do what you're supposed to do, and you got to go to the hospital, and every day your wife, your children, one person got to bring lunch because you don't like the hospital food, your children got to bring dinner, all of that is fine. They do their duties. But for 5-6 days, you're interfering with what? Help me out here. Everybody's schedule. Had you followed what the doctor said, now I'm deviating here a little bit, but my point is, this gentleman, he got the medication. Let me end this story. He got the medication, and the medication says it's a liquid medication he had to use 1 teaspoon 2 times a day. And no alcohol should be consumed during that time. You know, while using this, stay away from alcohol. It says here on the bottle. And so day 1, he took the 2, you know, he followed instruction. Day 2, he followed the instructions. Day 3, he said, man, this thing, you know, I'm really missing this daru. You know, let me try this thing. If I drink all out right now, you know, then I can have daru this afternoon. And what he did, he drank out the whole bottle of thing. So what was that? He overdosed. And right after the overdose, he had to be admitted in the hospital again. And then he put his family in more stress. My point is, friends, when we pray, as it says, we apalan. Yes, it says here sattvic. We don't expect certain fruits, but we want well-being for ourselves. When we say for our own selves, we expect certain things because we pray for good health. We go in accordance with what is good health. You know, like prayers, as we say, is like a scissors, right? The scissors has what? Two blades. And one blade is prayers. The second blade is actions. What we pray for, what we are advised for, that action, we have to make sure it's followed by the action. The scissors cannot cut with just one blade. Can that happen by Mohan? Both blades has to be moving in harmony. And that's how yajna, which is sattvic, it says here, which is performed by people desiring no fruit. Yes, not only praying, but it has to be followed by a certain action. And so, as enjoyed, vidhi drishto ya ijyate. Now, anybody can guess what vidhi means? It's on the English. Ordinance. What ordinance means here? You know, like what text we follow that has the word vidhi? Sanskara vidhi. Thank you. For us as pandits or anybody, if you want to do the namkaran sanskar for your child and you know to read a little Hindi, or even if you know to read, this is what we call it, the transliteration. You can follow this in the sanskar video and do a simple naming ceremony. Or when we are about to give the child the first spoon or the first serving of solid food. For several months, that baby eats liquid food. And then around 6-7 months, we give that child a solid food. What sanskar we perform then? Anybody? Anybody? It starts with A-N-A. A-N-N-A. Very good. What was it? Say it louder, Neeraj. Annaprashan sanskar. The Annaprashan, the act of giving child. That's a very simple sanskar. You do the hawan, you chant Annapate Anasyano, and you serve the first amount of solid food to the child. That's a simple sanskar we can do. So we follow certain ordinances, and friends, as enjoyed by the ordinances, very, very important, as being in accordance with what's written there. Now, I'm sorry to say this. I was at a wake recently, not recently, during the lockdown, was a Zoom week. And I advise the family in your quiet moment, chant Gayatri Mantra, Dhiyo Yonaha Prachodaya. Dhi, what we said, Dhi means our intellect. Ask God to guide your intellect during this challenging time. And then one other Pandit came on, he was on the Zoom thing too. Now, where did Gayatri Mantra come from? Huh? The Ved, right? The Rig Ved plus is also in the Yajur Ved, and it's also in another Ved. It's found in at least 3 Vedas. The Gayatri Mantra, if you look it up in your Hawan book, it's and then this other Pandit was saying, he chanted something totally different from Om Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha, and he's calling that the Gayatri Mantra, and he's saying some rishi from South India, refers to this as the Gayatri Mantra. No modern day rishi can invent Gayatri Mantra, friends. Is that possible, Devendra? No. Gayatri Mantra is given to us by God in the Vedas. Prajapati Bhagwan. And that's the Gayatri Mantra we should chant. Why do we do that? It's the yajna, whether it's a wake, whether it's this form of yajna, whether it's a yajna you do at home, it has to be enjoined in accordance with the vidhi. What else? With their minds fixed on that yajna only. With their minds fixed on that yajna only. One time I was sitting at the yajna here, not here, another place, and I got up. I had left my phone somewhere there, and I got up, and then I came and bring it next to me. And another senior Pandit who was there, and he said, Pandit Bharat, you're not doing this. Your mind was not fixed in the yajna. Your mind is fixed on where your phone was. And he was correct. He was correct. So the point is, our mind fixed on the yajna only. You should not be, getting up from your spot. Yes, you get up to make an offering, that's fine. But your mind is fixed on that yajna. Let's move on. So that's the first one. Read this for us quickly, Neeraj.
All forms of yajna resolve themselves into the adoration, worship of the Almighty. The sattvic persons are given to this kind of worship.
Very good. Let's go to the second one. So the first one is what kind of yajna? It starts with sattvic, right? The sattvic form of yajna, the highest form of yajna. Let's see what the second one is. Abhisamdhaya tu phalam. All of us. Abhisamdhaya tu phalam. Dambhartham api chayvayat.
Dambhartam api chayvayat.
Ijyate bharata shreshtatham.
Ijyata bharata
Shreshtatham. Yajyam vidhi rajasam. Yajyam vidhi rajasam. Abhisamdhaya tu phalam. Now, just now in that previous verse, we talked about aphalam. Here it says phalam. That which is performed, O best of the Bharatas. Now, who is Sri Krishna talking to here? Ijyate bharata shreshtatham. He was talking to Arjuna. Arjuna also is referred to, it means Shreshta. Shresh means the best of all the Bharatas, of all the sons at that time, he was considered to be the best. He said that yajna which is performed in expectation of reward, pal. In expectation of reward, what else? For self-glorification. A lot of times people do yajna, I'm doing this Havana yajna, yes. A lot of people respect me. I will, my status in society, I'll do a 7 days yajna, self-glorification. No. Sri Krishna says, in expectation of reward, self-glorification, know it to be Rajasic yajna. It's not sattvic anymore. It's not the highest form of yajna. It is Rajasic. And lastly, do I have, yes, lastly, Viddihinam Ashrishtanam. All of us.
Viddihinam Ashrishtanam.
Again, Viddihinam Ashrishtanam. All of us.
Viddihinam Asrishtanam.
Very good. Mantrahinam Adakshanam.
Mantrahinam Adakshanam.
Shraddha Virahitam Yajyam.
Shraddha Virahitam Yajnam.
Tamasam Parichakshate.
Tamasam Parichakshate.
All of us. Tamasam Parichakshate. Neeraj, let me hear the audience alone. That last line. I will chant it one time and all of you will repeat. Tamasam Parichakshate. Tamasam. One more time, all of you. Tamasam. Oh, wow. Very good. Thank you all so much. You all are so alert today. Viddihinam Ashrishtanam. Now, the very first verse we say, the second verse, we use the word apalam kang shibir yajyo vidhi drashto. Vidhi drashto. In accordance with the vidhi, in accordance with what's written there by the rishis. Here it says, Viddihinam. They declare that yajna to be tamasic, the lowest form of yajna, which is contrary to the ordinances, which is not in accordance with what's written there by the rishis, given there by the rishis, whether it's Maharishi Swamidayanand, whether it's Rishi Vishwamitra or Guru Vashishta. You know, Guru Vashisht was the royal guru of Sri Ram and Raja Dashrath and his family. And if you read the Ramcharitamanas, you will see where Guru Vashisht says, you know, you have to follow certain ordinances, follow what's in accordance with the scriptures. So here it says, which is contrary to the ordinances. Now, you look at the Havan Kund here. I'm glad I'm next to the water. When we chant, what's the Jal Prasechanam? What's the first mantra, Neeraj? Oh, help me. Om Adite Manyaswa. Where we sprinkle the water? East, west, north, then all around, right? With the last mantra. But where do we sprinkle the water? Now which directions? Where? Very good, Bhai Mohan. Outside of the kunda. Why shouldn't the water not fall in the kund? What happens? Not only out, you won't put the fire out totally, but what happens? You create that big noise, and then everybody gets scared around because the water clashing with the heat, you know, and then things starts what we call jumping out of the kund because the water caused that. And you know what? I've seen, and I'm sure you have seen this too. You have pandits sitting right there, and the people throw the water in the kund, and they will not say, please don't allow the water to fall in the kund. Pua, you have seen that, right? Now that's here. Why am I saying that? That is contrary to the ordinances. It's not in accordance with the vidhi. The water should not fall in the kund. And I've seen that so often, not in our mandir. Here our pandits will say, we sprinkle the water outside of the kund, first, east, west. We give clear directions. But I've seen this happen. And so, friends, for example, one other thing I've seen, sometimes we do puja and different forms of puja to our home. I was invited to a Hanuman puja, and the puja was supposed to start 2 o'clock. I got there about 2:15. Now sometimes when you do puja, sometimes you run a little late in preparations, and the mother was involved in the cooking and so on, and she when the pandit got there, she was still getting ready, and so the puja was supposed to start 2 o'clock. She came out about 2:45. I mean, things happen. But while she was getting dressed, for the puja, you gotta put the flowers here, put the water here, make sure you have the ghee here, make sure you have the samagri here, whatever you have to have it in place, right? And so when the yajman comes out, you chant, and what the family does? What the family does, Pua? They make the offerings. They sit, we chant, we make the offering. While the mother was getting ready, the pandit took all the flour, whatever little, and he put them where they're supposed to be. And he set up he put everything. And I don't know if he was chanting the mantra in his mind. And so when she came out now, she sat there as a single parent. She sat there, and he was just chanting, and he wasn't making any offerings or placing any flower at the murti or whatever. And he said, because you were running late, I did all of that. And so he was chanting for a whole hour. And what happened? Because she was tired, she what? Guess what happened with her? She fall asleep. Because if she was active during the havan or the puja, she wouldn't have fallen. If you're making offerings, by Mohan, if you're making offerings, Om Agnaye Swaha, Om So, you're making offerings of ghee and samagri with your children. You're active during the havan yajna. But if you got to clasp your palms for 1 hour and this pandit is chanting, what happened? You will fall. If I don't put this thing on the screen, a lot of you will fall asleep. If I don't ask you for chant, what happened? But during the chanting, I can hear Pua's voice, I can hear Sister Mohani's voice, I can hear Bhai Mohan's voice, because they are involved. I can hear Vanessa's voice and can hear Sita's voice. They're involved in the pravachan. And so, friends, as we close today, let's all read this together. Oh, but one thing before we read, it says here, Shraddha, be devoted. What Shraddha means? Have faith in what you do. Know that this yajna will help you. What else? Mantra hinam, make sure the proper mantras is chanted. If it's devoid, hina means devoid of. If it doesn't have mantra, then it's not a fulfilling yajna. Oh, sorry. Adakshanam. What's this word? Take out the A. What's the other word? Dakshana. What dakshana means? You give a gift. Not necessarily going to be an envelope, friends. A gift. A lot of times people sit for yajna here. They sometimes, and whoever's officiating, whether it's Pandit Prakash, Pandit Bharat, Pandit Deepak, Pandit Ravi, whoever, Pandita Nirvani, they might not give the Pandit a gift, but they bring an envelope, but they bring a little gift. Or even if it's $20 you give that Pandit. Even though you sit here on a Sunday morning, whoever the Pandit is, according to this, now don't get me wrong, according to this, if you don't give a gift, it's said that yajna is said to be tamasic. It's said to be the lowest kind of yajna. I remember one child, he's busy now with college, but every time he sits for his birthday, whoever the pandit is, he gives that pandit, he might not bring it the same day, but he brings out a kurta or a nice shirt or a little gift for that pandit or pandita. So the point is, I'm saying the mantra should not, the yajna should not be devoid of gifts. So let's read this and we'll wrap up. Read that, everybody. 2:4. Okay, wait, together. They declare
that yajna to be tamasic, which is contrary to
the
our
ordinances, the vidhi.
in which no food is distributed.
Pause. When we say food, here it means prasad. Not every time Sunday morning we'll have food, but we'll have prasad. It says, or fruits in which no food or prasad is distributed. Go ahead.
Which is devoid of mantras,
Gifts
and
or shraddha. When all of these are missing, that yajna is said to be tamasic, the lowest form of yajna. So in recapping, how many forms of yajna we have? Sattvic, 3. Very good. What's the first one? Sattvic. The first one is sattvic. You see it here? Sattvic. What's the second one? Rajasic. And the last one? Tamasic. Sattvic, the highest form of yajna, where you do everything in accordance with the vidhi, with the scriptures, where you chant the correct mantras, where you do what you're supposed to do. Second one, where you do it for name and fame, Rajasic. I'm going to do this yajna, I'll become famous. 7 days yajna, everybody going to talk about Devendra. You know what? Devendra did this 7-day yajna, man. This guy got a lot of money. 7 nights he feeded all these people good food. No. That's Rajasic. Yes, if you do a 7 days yajna with apalam, as we said, with no expectations, it's okay. That's good. That's and lastly, tamasic, right? And you see it here. No, it's not in accordance with the vidhi. No prasad is distributed. No mantra is chanted. Well, no. Sometimes I don't know what some of these pandits chant. Sometimes, no gifts and there's no shraddha. With all due respect to pandits, they all make an effort to do a good job. But sometimes I show up to puja and they chant certain mantras, right? Om Vishwani Deva Savitar. Some of them say Om Vishwani. It's not Vishwani, guys. It's Vishwani. Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. Bhuvah Swaha. There's a Visarg behind Bhuvah. There's a Visarg behind Swaha. That's why we say Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. It's not Om Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. That's incorrect. What it should be, Niraj, say it for us. Those 3 words.
Bhur Bhuvah Swaha.
Very good. Bhur Bhuvah Swaha. You look at your book, it's there. Look, it's very simple, friends. What you see, say that. Don't say something different. Pay attention. Paying attention is shraddha, is having faith in what you do. With these few words, again, I thank all of you. I thank all of you so much for your very kind, your very patient listening this morning. Let's all stand for the arti as we come to a close. Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। जो ध्यावे फल पावे, दुख विनसे मन का। स्वामी
दुख विन से मन का।
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गहो किसकी, ओ स्वामी
शरण गहो किसकी,
तुम बिन और न दूजा, तुम बिन
और न दूजा,
आश करो जिसकी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
तुम पूरन परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, ओ स्वामी
तुम अंतर्यामी,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर,
तुम सबके स्वामी।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
Clasping and closing all of us. विषय विकार मिटावो, पाप हरो देवा,
स्वामी पाप हरो देवा,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ,
श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ,
संतन की सेवा।
ओम जय जगदीश हरे।
जय जगदीश हरे, स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे। भक्त जनों के
संकट
क्षण में दूर करे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे, ओम जय जगदीश हरे। अथ शांति पातः। ओम द्यौः शांति, अंतरिक्षं शांति, पृथ्वी
शांति,
रापः
शांति,
रोषधयः
शांति,
वनस्पतयः
शांति,
विश्वे देवाः
शांति,
ब्रह्मा
शांति,
सर्वं
शांति,
शान्तिरेव शान्ति सामा शान्तिरेधि।
ओम शांति,
शांति शांति। ओम। प्रेम से बोलो ओमकार भगवान की
जय,
प्रेम से बोलो मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम श्री रामचंद्र की
जय,
प्रेम से बोलो गीताकार योगेश्वर श्री कृष्ण चंद्र की
जय,
प्रेम से बोलो महर्षि स्वामी दयानंद की
जय,
प्रेम से बोलो वैदिक सत्य सनातन धर्म की
जय।
भोजन मंत्र।
ओम अन्नपते अनस्य नो देहि यनमिवस्य शुष्मिनः प्रप्रदातारं तारिष ऊर्जन्नो देहि द्विपदे चतुष्पदे। ओम शांति शांति शांति।
Namaste all. As I indicated, lunch is prepared for all of us. Today's lunch